Hello and welcome. I'm the Mecha Man, THEME, aka Man, the Mecha Man, and I did that a little bit different. Today we're doing Let's Play episode 3 of Vampyr. On the last continue night shift. Yeah. On the last one we sat there and we were in the hospital, just kind of poking around, getting to know everyone, because in the game I believe that you have to sit there and spew webs of knowledge across all the different NPCs in the game to be able to get a distinct answer on who created you and why, and are we going to kill that person or what. So that's kind of why I did it. Kind of gives everyone a little backstories on it. So man, it takes a while to load. No, that's not what I want. All right, so this was the last where we were at. You know what? Yeah, I like this one better.
Come on, I don't have all night.
It's locked, all right. Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
Okay.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
Why does she keep on staring
I
at?
may have
Stop
a
staring at the
solution.
camera.
In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the
daily
shortages.
problem.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom?
That's going to teach me the
Fat
alchemist.
chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
That was pretty loud. I don't think I had a chance to go into this one. Yeah, I did. Or what? Okay, so I'm gonna go to this way.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
This is how we watch. Oh. Hey, I can go in there. Oh. Yes, blood samples, the blood samples. Oh.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
What is this? Not really where I need to go, but no, that's not where I need to go. I don't think I want to go where I don't need to go. Really, you're making me go this whole way out and around just to get to it? I did open that though. I got bullets. And shotgun. Shotgun. Keep out. Huh. There is quarantine here. Nothing. Okay. Oh, no. This is where the story leads. Okay. So this is where the story is going to lead. See where it goes. It's weird because for me, I just got this new item for my stream. For those who don't know, I do stream Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, 8 to midnight, 8:30ish to midnight-ish, Eastern. And I have the camera on because I think there's going to be dialogue, but and there you get an item and it's like you want to use it for something else other than that. We don't want to disassemble it, so it's like kind of how I feel right now. Because I got a new ring light. Glass files. Hearing them here in the morgue. No, I didn't want to go out. Blind skulls and creatures will feel your presence while you're using some enemies. Oh, Shadow Veil. So the loading times of this is not that great. The music stops it while it loads. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, there it goes. So the game, I really feel like this game has a web of people that you have to connect the dots on it, like all their little secrets. I feel like you don't have to, but it's gonna help later into the story. Yeah, I went to the wrong way. Now we gotta go back through the load of that, and I apologize. It's not something that I wanted. I didn't know that it was literally right there. I thought the building was a little bit bigger, and I do know, you know, inside from the outside, sometimes they render the inside larger than what they'll render an outside once you're in a building for some developers. Obviously this isn't the case. I don't know where I'm going to be finding things with inside that are a certain distance. There we go, back in here. Okay. So don't go out that door and don't go out the door that's right behind it. We're already inside. Put some first tower. Okay, so it's upstairs. Why would you have me go in here if there's not anything in here? Oh, I have a door.
I cannot enter. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Hmm.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Than influenza. I take the coins. Oh, that's glare on the wall. A locked door. Door you probably can't go in. An office.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Yay, now I can go to the basement. Fight for the health. Right now. Oh, there's more upstairs. Okay. Let's discover more. Or not. Watery rich blood sample. That's very weird that it's watery. Oh, this was the door that was locked.
It's locked, all right.
Whoa. It did the disappearing thing. Did you see that? That it did the disappearing thing.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. And
more bullets. More bullets. I don't know why I want to destroy that stuff. That was pretty interesting that I just did that. Hey, killed him. Ooh, place. Shitting. On me, but was there shitting there? Let's say I gotta be careful with that. Last vial. Wasn't I here already? I was, I just didn't go in there.
it's locked, all right.
Death report. Caucasian, home address unknown, occupation unknown, natural death.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Oh, so I can take the blood sample.
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
That is actually true. So here's the actual morgue. I don't know why I couldn't just do my hurt. Can't make for fatigue, for anemia, for sepsis. But I can make a serum. Kind of want to do the serum just to make it. I mean, you keep on hearing them. Wasn't there a locked door somewhere? I don't think there's a locked door down here. Bite to gain back. Okay. I think that's supposed to be it. That's where I just exit and go back. I feel like that's it. Seems kind of simple to just go and grab a couple things. I feel like I killed that dude a little bit fast. But it still says that it wants me to level up. I find it weird. I don't know why the music does that. I don't know why now is a great time to do the litter box, but I was doing it. There we go. Dang, took a while. Oh, but I got some good experience. Craft treatment for fatigue. I don't know if I have enough for fatigue. I did.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I need to buy stuff. I wonder if I can buy stuff downstairs to what's his name.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
Oh, I
What?
found a wallet.
The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all,
No.
Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid.
You gave me
A
40
reliable
shillings?
gun's
Wow.
what everybody needs these days.
Doesn't have what I need. So now what? Okay, probably go to him. Where is he? Out the back. Over here. Yeah, I made a wrong turn. There he is.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
It's locked.
All right, there we go. All right, now to go back up and craft it. Whoa. I don't like the ones that have the camera that just kind of stay. I didn't know I had that. I'm coming with the medicine.
Finally, you've returned,
That
Doctor.
was weird. I saw the blood
Did you find
sample
anything
there.
of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit
all
of the
right.
doubt.
Don't waste your time with me.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
There's an unknown out there. Oh, certain ones have certain temptations.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Oh, it's stuck trying to decipher which one I go to. Ha 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 ha. Okay. We got 1400. That's not bad. How did I know to go here? I have no idea.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Oh, he's getting...
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my
Only a
friend,
doctor can
have
have
a
a-
foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire.
That is
One might
actually,
say a gift from heaven.
is very serendipitous.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is
Both
nothing
paths.
I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling.
Yeah.
Until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit.
Uh-huh.
Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
Yeah, I didn't hear the other part.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall.
Oh.
Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
Ah.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me.
That's weird, yeah.
And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we
So
stand
are we going to
today?
get paid?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Huh. Interesting.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
Yeah.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality.
Relative.
The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Oh.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
That didn't answer my question.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Well, if it means slave.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A Skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Those are very vague answers, and it's not giving me
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I swear. Ugh. About time I changed out that wire, right?
Do you need something, Jonathan?
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Why is he always looking at me like, no, dude. No, dude.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Well, if he's dying.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Green eyes,
It's a
red hair.
pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must
I'm
have
actually concerned
countless
as to
questions,
who she is too.
but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment,
extortion.
but the
I was wondering how a
blackmailer
vampire
greedy.
was being a
I must
victim.
refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case,
A
I highly
vampire.
doubt it. A vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money.
That's
My
true.
suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
As the vampire usually would, anyways.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths.
I actually have no control of
due
this
to
thing.
massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
Scarlet
In all honesty,
nectar.
I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a
Really?
revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reid. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Huh. Oh wow, 20.
We are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Investigate citizens' actions.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Huh.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran.
A
Maybe you should
lot.
think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart
Help me.
before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She's worried.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
This is true.
I'm
Don't
not
blame
that
anyone.
kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
All right, there we go.
Is bred with no respect. What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for
I'm an
alarm,
old hack.
madam. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reid, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
Intern.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat.
Indeed.
You know what goes
As
on
if I
here
knew who
better
she
than
was.
any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case
Goings-on?
of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
Look, she's
God's
been here for
honest
so long.
truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches will let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else.
The
Beware,
goings
Miss
on.
Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off, they are.
Cranky.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Pippa Hawkins.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
She might be the one.
What can you tell me about
I was
the
about to be like,
strange man
"Tell me."
visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones
I feel like it's
deserves
her.
our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Pepper,
Tell
I'm
me.
sure you want to leave this hospital.
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope.
I feel
for
like these are
many
the secrets
people
that
in need of
spin the
help.
webs.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
Yeah.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of
Oh,
being
wow.
useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
Huh.
You put a price on hope. This goes against everything you swore to uphold as a nurse.
Report me then, Dr. Reid. Report the little nurse and keep on lying about the surgical errors, the wrong dosages and diagnostics that we all covered for the sake of our colleagues.
I got nothing.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger.
Really? That's why
Maybe
you charge
we are
them?
all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton,
I don't think he cares.
any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
What can you tell me?
Let me guess.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes?
Dang, man.
Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay.
I wonder what your last thought was.
This is no time for that. It is the last thing our patients need.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
I think...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good
Wait,
evening,
what was
Nurse
the...
Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Stop staring at the camera. Oh, so what is Nurse Dorothy doing down here?
Please, sir. I need...
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid from the Pembroke...
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... Well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran...
How long have you been searching for?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight.
It's
Many
afraid of
soldiers
rats.
who survive the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
I'm afraid of rats.
I have all the...
Thank you, Dr. Reid.
Wish I could find him.
Don't worry, we're safe.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
A Gersh. Dorothy. Okay, we're gonna go and we're gonna do this one, and then we will probably get back to the hospital. I said hotel. Wow. So now that I got a timer stream deck that I can look at and go, how long of a time do we got here? The reason why I'm keeping the camera out of the way is only because I haven't set up the transition between where I want the camera to be at or my face to be at on it, and here I need to do away with that transition. So, and I forgot how to do it, and I didn't want to try and do it live. So
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
That's not good. Ooh. Did he like fall down or something? Dang, I guess this is the point where you're just...
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Can you open it now? Door has been unlocked. That was quick. Well, don't worry, I'm just going around collecting everything first. Man, I'm just gaining bullets. And some menace. Could go back up there. Or, oh, I didn't even know I'd just fall down there.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here!
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must...
Okay. Okay, I'm...
Mr. Thatcher, your friend...
Yes, yes.
Good. Now leave this place.
Okay. I'm gonna go through and getting him out.
Are you sure you're...
Yes.
That's what I was going for, is just kind of poke around. Oh! You know when you see something and you're like, this doesn't seem like it's an exit. I'm just gonna open a door. No. Now I gotta go back, turn back around and have the same loading screen because, well, I don't know why the loading screen does this. Like, I don't know why it's taking this long either. It is very confusing, but there's a lot of story to this Vampyr. Like, I wanted to sit there and learn about that one guy, but I didn't want to get bored. He probably had a couple things in the webs. Those are the other two guys that I'm supposedly finding for the area. That when you look at the map, well, the people within a certain quadrant, I guess, of the map, those two were probably the only two that weren't seen. Like that I didn't meet, quote, yet. So, and okay. And back in we go. You're not strong enough. Remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. Ooh. Yeah, but then I gotta lure them to a certain area, bite them, drain them, like. I know I'm going to be in an area where I'm going to have to towards the end of the game. But at least it's the end of the game, you know? Like, I feel like there's going to be that point where you need to. A new collectible item. Oh. Pest patrol. That's not who I was looking for. Where did that come?
What sort of creature is this?
What creature was that?
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
My health is low. Come see Dorothy, get help, no tricks, no treasures, just... Oh!
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
What was that creature though? Why am I finding more stuff here? Like there were two ways. There's what? I found a werewolf. A freaking werewolf. A freaking werewolf. In the sewers. That's not a good place though. Okay. And it loads and it has issues. Some citizens may have quests for you if you talk to them. They always reward your help. Really? I didn't know quests went undone without any, resolve. I was right there.
It's locked.
Okay, so at the hospital you can't. Opium.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reid. Still working at night, I see.
I
like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty stuff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke stuff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see.
Oh, I mean that.
Any other
that
smart
guy?
comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
So,
Come on,
what's going on
Reid.
behind him?
The place is a dump. Smelly,
smoke break.
sad and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal?
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor
Oh, sorry.
arsehole thought it would be
Trying to have the
easy
subtitles
to
up.
return the favor.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reid. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess
Wow.
revenge gives you
Language on this dude.
balls.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave
Ding.
this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Thank you.
I'll leave you. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Boy.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to...
Oh, wow.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Huh.
What's going on between you
Tell
and Nurse
me.
Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired.
Oops.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reid.
It happens
You know how many
anyways.
rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And
Admit it. Nurse
Tell me.
Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Do you know that
Dumb
Nurse
air.
Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is,
He's
where
just
can
like,
we go?
yep.
Where is it safe?
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Doctor.
Oh, I gotta go all the way up there. Dang. All right. Well. Whoa. What was that? Is that something on the floor? I'm gonna go to the bed. Level on up and finish out this let's play on this note. Oh, I have a back door. Crap. crafting table. Increase damage dealt by 10%. All right. Okay, I didn't have anything for there. Okay, what does that do? Oh, stun. Oh, you can only do... Oh, crap. I did both. My bad. Alright, well there's that. Nothing left. Go here and upgrade. Doing your own blood heal, normal, and no. Increase your blood capacity. Science. You can now carry 3 serums on you. Increase the number of bullets you can carry. Increase your life regeneration using bite combat. Yep. I'm gonna do like one of each of these passive things. Five stamina used per second when walking. Toggle to drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain your stamina. Perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage on landing. Unlocked at level 10. Okay. Close range strike will cut through living creatures. Place a cloud shadow at the target of your feet. Cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. That's just where you're at. Your health and your stamina. All right, now those are all level 2. Let me go with this one. Oh, I can't. I have 275. Okay, that's why. Oh, I did get it. Okay. I'm level 9 already. We'll confirm that. I believe it rests anyways. Wow. We need to change this wire out sooner than I thought. Alright, so it saves it automatically. Okay, so we learned a little bit more about the hospital. We through playing the game, it teaches you how to do certain things through the quests. Well, I found out that there was a freaking werewolf or something down in the sewers. So there's a werewolf in England, down in the sewers. And if you eat enough rats, you gain a achievement. So a little weird. There's a lot of things in there for guns. A lot of bullets that I had collected, which is fairly odd. And still a lot more in the story of it. I see this game as more story driven than it is action driven. I feel it's kind of like a Assassin's Creed in that way. But I'm still intrigued into it. Still looking forward for it. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I'm the Mecha Man, TheMekkAman, the Mecha Man. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Please leave comments and like, subscribe, follow. Leave a little description below if you sit there and you kind of feel what that lady is all about, and will she actually divulge all the information that I'm wondering personally about the vampires that they have in this game. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, peace.